What is going on, you guys? Welcome to episode 1 of Chasing Sub 3, a brand new series I just started on my channel of documenting my progress and journey towards a sub 3-hour marathon goal for my first ever marathon this December at the Panama City Beach Marathon. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Starting the day off strong with breakfast. We're going to do 4 eggs, about a cup and a half of the strawberry Greek yogurt I got from Aldi, banana, and 2 mandarins. We're going to get our electrolytes in too. I like to start the day just with a good amount of protein to keep me full for the whole day so that I'm not getting to the end of the day and having to eat a ton of food at night just to get my protein in. Breakfast is relatively simple. Forgot to mention the bagel earlier with butter. Going from being a cheerleader to now marathon training, my diet is a little different. I hate saying diet because it sounds so like restrictive, and I feel like the word diet just gets a bad rap, but how I've been eating has been a little different. A lot more carbs and a lot more running. My heart rate is elevated for a lot longer. We're using those carb storage a lot more, which means we get to eat a lot of food every day. So also something getting more used to. Here is the full spread for breakfast. Oh yeah. So currently on the way to the track. I've never been to this track before. Really hoping it's open so I don't have to find a different place. Hopefully this means that I have a track that I can normally run on. Some backstory. So I just moved to the Orlando area, surrounding areas in January. Moved here right after I graduated and competed for the last time at Alabama. So not too familiar with this area and just like what it all has to offer, things that local people would know, I don't. So as expected, the school was very much so open and there were kids outside on the track. Lesson learned. We'll try again another day. We have found ourselves in a random neighborhood with endless sidewalk. So this is our running spot for the day. We're gonna see what we can make happen. About half a mile in right now. A couple things I'm noticing. One, this area is awesome if you're a runner. I've seen like 4 different runners in this half mile. Number 2, we got a lot of work to do. My heart rate is getting higher a lot faster. Realizing that I might be running a little fast to start off, which is terrible if we're going for sub 3. Just learning lessons. I think the plan right now is just to go 3 miles down, 3 miles back, and at the end hit some strides. Florida and their palm trees, man. Something like this would have put my Midwestern self into a coma about 5 years ago. So coming up on halfway. Heart rate is staying in between 150 and 160. I'd like it to be lower, more of the 140 to 150 range. You see these, elite marathon runners are just sick athletes. They keep their heart rates like 128 while they're going on these long runs. What the hell are y'all doing? That's the different type of engine that we're working to build these next few months. And we are done. There's sweat in my eyes. Whew. I think we might have done a negative split. Might come back to bite us in the butt. Do you ever go on a run and at some point through it, you just know that the next day you're gonna be in agony? That was one of those runs. Heart rate stayed where I wanted it to. My pace was about a minute faster than
I was planning on, so I'm not really sure how that's gonna pan out tomorrow, but we get to rest tomorrow and Friday get back to it. Now resting for about 2 minutes and then 4 sets of 20-second strides. I'm not gonna be using a timer or anything, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work my way up to speed and then start counting in my head 20 seconds and then slow down once we hit that 20. Let's see how this goes. Strides feel like you're just sprinting for 20 seconds. That was crazy. Also, the shoes we were rocking with today, Nova Blast 5 by Asics. Today was my first workout using them, and at first I was a little worried because foot kept internally rotating, but they held up good. No pain after the run, a little stiff, but that's expected. Good purchase for sure. Here is the reward. Pancakes are a just huge favorite food of mine. They also have a lot of carbs in them, which gives me an excuse to eat more pancakes while marathon training. So, also, big hack. Syrup. Also, tons of carbs, easy to digest. Great for those long runs if you hate gels. Syrup has the same amount of carbs pretty much per serving. Actually, this has way more. So, don't need to punish the stomach on those long runs. If you hate gels, grab yourself some syrup, put it in those little carry-on bottles like for shampoo and stuff. Bring them on your long runs. Too easy. All right, we finally made it to the gym. We're in my apartment gym today. Gonna do an upper body workout, hitting the posterior chain and some arms as well. Back in the apartment now, and I just want to go over a little bit of what training has looked like from a data perspective. I use the Coros Pace 3 as my watch for when I'm training, and Coros has an app that uploads all of the data. It has race predictors, it has your training status, your recovery, your activity level, all sorts of things. So we're gonna get into that just so I can show the data and kind of keep track with it along during these series and see how it's improving, not improving, where I need to work on and stuff like that. So right here, we're looking at my dashboard and you can see my running fitness is at an 84, not great. I'm looking at yesterday's run. Also, just a disclaimer, it is now Thursday, and the video started yesterday on Wednesday, so that's why I'm saying yesterday's run. Our total distance, 6.37 miles, 54 minutes. Average heart rate of 152, average cadence of 163. I'd like to keep that above 160, so pretty happy about that. Our average pace, 8:29 per mile. According to my watch, this was a tempo run, and it was supposed to be an easy run, so yeah. And then going back to my dashboard, today I'm not running, But so far this week, we're at 16 miles, get up to 28 by the end of the week. And then we have our race predictor down here. Right now, my watch is predicting my marathon time as 3:33, 8 minutes and 8 seconds per mile. Needless to say, we have a crap ton of work to get done these next 8 months. Overall, I'm enjoying this process so far. I know we've just started, but the idea of pushing myself and seeing how I can improve over these next several months is super exciting to me, and I'm super excited to be able to share this journey. A little anxious as well, just because it is such an ambitious goal, but you know, that's what we're here for. These past few months, as I've gotten more into running, I dealt with a little bit of injury and recovery problems, but right now I feel like I'm at a point where my base is built enough to where this is a good challenge to have to start training for the marathon and to just continue to build my aerobic base these next couple months before getting into more marathon specific training. So very happy about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is episode 1 of the Chasing Sub 3 series. I hope you guys stick around for episode 2 and so on and so forth. Feel free to drop a like, comment, subscribe. Any sort of support means so much. Thank you guys once again. I'll see you guys next week.